All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the second last episode for The Walking Dead Season 9. This is for episode 15, The Calm Before. Alright, dudes, so we just have 2 episodes left for The Walking Dead Season 9, and then this season is over. And then we'll see it return, of course, with Season 10 in the fall, which has already been confirmed. And, you know, we all know The Walking Dead's going to go on for a long time, right? So that's all good, but 2 episodes left this season. Kind of sad to see the season's almost over. Most likely going to end mid-Whispers, and, the Whispers will likely continue next year. So we start things off with our pictures for episode 15, The Calm Before, and pretty cool. We've got Daryl here and Yumiko, and they look to be in a hilly type of terrain that reminds me a lot of All Out War. If you guys remember when we had the finale to All Out War, which really it wasn't as much of a finale as we might have thought. It was kind of a twist at the end there with Eugene and the bullets and everything with Negan versus Rick. But this terrain right here really does look a lot like it. So is this close to where we might see their border, where they might have marked their border? It sounds likely. That was kind of something that was set up even last year in Season 8, where you would see them kind of walk by and you would have kind of these certain spots there that look like they could have been something like you'd see from the comics. So maybe that's what they'll do in this scene here, that we'll see them kind of stumble across all of the people maybe that Alpha and Beta and the Whisperers have killed. So it might be brutal. It might be kind of one of the most savage scenes in the entire series. So brace yourselves for this episode. For episode 15, it looks like it's going to be pretty brutal. Granted, in episode 14, Michonne does have to kill a bunch of kids. So I don't know if it could be much more brutal than that. But, well, who knows? It might just be. So we have the 2 of them there. And, Daryl with his crossbow. Yumiko with her, regular bow. And they've got kind of their warmer weather attire on because, of course, this is getting close to the end of the year. And as we know, winter is coming, which will be likely in the finale episode 16. But episode 15 is sort of like our finale, too, right? It's kind of like both. So it's a cool picture. I like it, and it could be very important for that scene. Here we have a couple that's just kind of here. And they seem very out of place for me. I don't know if they're Whisperers. I don't know if they're just a couple of characters that are, I don't know, in and close to the fair. I don't think they'd be part of the Highwaymen. Yeah, I'm just not sure about them. I don't know if Alpha kind of sent them in undercover or something of the sort. I guess we'll have to wait and see if they're Whisperers or not, or just where they're from. You guys can certainly leave your comments below if you know. I just think that it's kind of a suspicious-looking duo that we really don't know who these people are, is kind of the way I thought of it when I first saw them. Then we have the Whisperers. Okay, so here we have Alpha looking as scary and demented as usual, with the eyes and all being darker and the eyes and the mouth and everything, and her double-barrel sawed-off shotgun, right? Her double-barrel shotgun, which is, oh man, I mean, it's scary stuff for sure. And it looks like the Whisperers are going to probably win this one to wrap up the season, so heads up for that. Man, like I said, brace yourselves. Here we have another couple of survivors here at the hilltop, right? I'm thinking this is, the hilltop with the house in the background versus the kingdom. So again, not sure who they are, not sure where they're from, so looking to get some answers for that. And we have the kingdom now, we have Ezekiel and Shiva, which I love that. They've made whatever kind of statue that is of Shiva. That is just so cool to see, and I really love that. I just feel like, Shiva wasn't around for long enough, and she's such a cool, comic booky type of idea. But hard to do in a TV series because you got to CG everything that she's in. So it makes sense, too, that they wouldn't keep her in for very long. But we've got the statue to remind us of Shiva. So I think that's really cool, and I really like that one a lot. And here we have Jerry as well, who's also celebrating. Everyone's happy. Everyone's celebrating. Of course, we know that Alexandria is going to be joining, too, so they're probably very happy to see that. And they've got their treaty or their charter that's going to be signed, so everybody feeling good at this time. And, of course, we know what happens right after that. Things go from great. They can't be allowed to be happy for too long, right? Smiles here in the audience. Everybody's smiling and feeling good. But like we said, that can't last. But if you look at this picture here, this gives you a pretty good idea of how many fighters they actually probably have. And if you look at a lot of the people around, you really get a good sense to understand, like, not all these people are going to go out and battle against the Whisperers, right? So, some will, but a lot of them, like you've got at the bottom left, we've got some elderly men here, or some older men here. You've got some women mixed in, mothers and babies and stuff like this. So not everybody's going to be facing the Whispers out of everyone here. That's for sure. So they're all unarmed in the kingdom right now. So, but they do have quite a few in terms of numbers, right? This isn't even everybody. So the joint survivors do have the advantage, I think, in terms of the numbers. So here we have Aiden and Enid here, some of the others, maybe some new characters. Bigger guy on the left, not sure who he is, don't know if he's from the Highwaymen or what. Not sure. Maybe looks like maybe either Highwaymen, or maybe he could be from the Kingdom too, and have joined in the skip that we didn't see. Here's Jerry and Nabila, which is really cute, like that one, and they're looking up probably at Ezekiel, who's giving some kind of fun speech or something, and them getting ready to see their movie and have their fair and do all their stuff. We have Rosita and her entourage, I'll just call it. Okay, and then going on from there, we've got Carol and Ezekiel, who are kind of standing out there in the kingdom, either at the front near the gates there, as you can see. And I think their outfits are kind of cool, right? Carol's is certainly a lot different than it used to be, in the hair and everything. I've been saying I think she's looks like an elf now, right? So something like that. And Ezekiel as well too, really fun with the hair and everything as usual. Here we have one with Tara, who's behind the walls for now, but we'll see about that. Yumiko, Daryl, Judith, Michonne, Henry, Lydia. You have basically everybody kind of together, right? So we don't get to see that much nowadays, having everybody kind of come together with the different communities being so separated. But that's pretty cool to see. Another one of Carol. Not too much to say about that one. Them leaving. Looks like we've got Lydia, Henry, Connie, and Michonne, and Daryl's kind of there too. And people are going to be coming and going for the fair. The Highwaymen are around, and of course the Whisperers probably will wait until nightfall to strike. So they'll probably let everybody have a pretty good time, and then they'll come in when nobody expects it. Judith here with Michonne, and seeing or meeting Carol and Ezekiel, so that's kind of cute as well too. And one of Daryl here in the kingdom, I think. Again, not too much to say about that one. One of Henry being held by Carol and Ezekiel, who are probably just happy that he's still alive and that Daryl brought him back safely. And of course, Lydia in the background there. Connie and meeting with the other, what's the character's name from Magnus Group, who's their friend. And you've got Daryl there as well too. Another one of Lydia, with Henry standing in front. She maybe feels a little bit out of place. And Yumiko as well too, looking happy too. And let's see, some of the others looking on. Luke there. And we've got another one of Tara here. And Nabila and Jerry, looking at some of the stuff they have around, plants and whatnot. And let's see, the way you do the things you do. So we've got some music going with Luke maybe and Alden. So we'll see what they're going to be performing. Should be nice and fun, old school type of music, right? You can just people together to sing. And Henry and Lydia, which is fun, right? It's cute. And again, another one here with Henry, and another one with Lydia. Looking at Henry, maybe she's worried or concerned, like everybody's having such a good time, but the war is coming, right? So there's that. And Carol and Ezekiel, Henry and Lydia again at the fair. And Eugene here with some kind of device, maybe a communication type of device or something. Gabriel and Rosita, who in this one I feel like they all look really old. Don't you guys think? That's one thing about this huge time skip, which was pretty cool. But I feel like it made The Walking Dead feel really old. What do you guys think about that? Like some kind of subliminal kind of message that everyone's old, the series is old, when it's like the 9th year, and that is pretty old, yeah. But it's sort of like with such a huge time skip, it kind of like made it feel like everything was old, right? Because all the characters were old and stuff. Then we've got one here of the Highwaymen, which we've kind of seen in the sneak peek, which is probably related to the Whisperers coming through, so they kind of have some idea that the Whisperers have been in and around there. And that's it for the different preview pictures we have for the sort of like the season finale, the second last episode of The Walking Dead for season 9, but it should be a big one. From what we're seeing shape up here. The fair should be a lot of fun, and then the Whispers should be really dark when they do arrive here, probably later on in the episode. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. What are your predictions? Who do you think the Whispers will kill? What do you think we'll see at the fair? Which group is it going to be that gets captured by them? Leave the comments, thumb up the video, share, favorite it, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow, probably for another Walking Dead video. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you tomorrow.